Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, CMZ News, here to give you somewhat of breaking news in kind of the Real Houses of Beverly Hills world meets one of my other guilty pleasures, Vanderpump Rules. These worlds are colliding once again, and it is explosive. Honestly, it has been a whole week, like almost 2 weeks of explosive breakout things happening online with the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, especially surrounding poor Garcelle and her kids. This time it has to do with her older son, Oliver, and drama and seriously inappropriate behavior from Oliver, who is married to Samantha Saunders. So before I get into this, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment because I love hearing comments and having that back and forth banter. But here we go. So, you guys, little quick backstory. So Garcelle has an older son who is, I think, 30 or something. And if you remember a couple episodes ago, Garcelle actually wanted this son and wanted to have a threesome with him and his baby mama, as she called him. And, Oliver handled it really smooth. He was just like kind of laughing, kind of like played it off. I'm not gonna lie, Oliver is hot, okay? He's cute. But you know what? This is Garcelle's son, and he's off limits to the housewives, or he should be. But Oliver also has had some trouble, which Garcelle has talked about in her book. He has had some addiction issues and just hasn't had a really a smooth ride. He's gone through some adversity in his life. Oliver got married a few years ago, seemingly is clean from his addictions, and married a woman named Samantha who had 3 children of her own. He took on those kids and that responsibility and was a stepfather and a husband to them, according to Garcelle, and from what we could see from seeing Oliver and the family on the show, because they came on, I think, last year. Well, fast forward to current, Oliver and Samantha have a 1-year-old son, little Oliver Jr., Garcelle's first biological grandchild. And Oliver got an amazing position at Vanderpump Paris in Las Vegas. So when I first heard that Oliver was going to be working there, I thought to myself, oh, is that a good choice? Here is this really nice looking guy working in Sin City who's going to be having a little bit of newfound fame from his mom being on this show. So many people go specifically to Vanderpump and those locations that are owned by Lisa because they watch the show. And they're looking to see who they can see from the cast. I know when I was in Vegas, I went to the Cocktail Garden in Caesar's Palace, and I was looking for somebody as well. But so there's going to be people specifically. If you watch Housewives, you watch Vanderpump, you are looking for these people, and you know that you can find them at these locations because many of them work there. So Oliver gets this job though. Lisa hooks him up, and this is such a good job because these people make money. This isn't like your regular cocktail waitress or something at Chili's. No offense to anybody at Chili's. I know waitresses make good money, but they can make thousands of dollars. They're making good money. The service industry in Vegas is very, very lucrative, and as well as in LA and other really big cities like New York. I mean, they make really good money, okay? Comfortable. So I thought, oh, I really hope that Oliver is really strong, and, not to say like people are so weak, but I'm like, this is going to be a testament. And I'm not going to lie, part of me was like, he ain't going to be able to stay faithful, especially because they're always teasing that they're going to do Vanderpump Vegas. Well, anyway, I wasn't wrong. I was not wrong. Samantha Saunders, which is, again, Oliver's current wife, blasted his ass, okay? She blasted him on Instagram. She threw Garcelle in there. Oliver has been out here. He has been cheating with any and everybody who will listen, who will give him opportunity. Samantha posted it all. I don't know why she needed to post this online, but she did. And, it's really becoming hard not to stay out of other people's business for me. But here we go. So Samantha issued a statement, and it reads, since Oliver has started working at Vanderpump Paris, he has disrespected me and my kids in every possible way. He has made jokes about my mental health and attempt, her attempt to unalive herself, with his coworkers. He has committed adultery with coworkers and guests at the restaurant. I have found out he has made out with Raquel while filming and plans to continue to go on and date Raquel while filming Vanderpump Rules. He continues to lie to me and say he wanted to work on things, but behind my back continues to talk bad about me and disowns being a stepdad. Ugh. When I met Oliver and fell in love with him, I had no idea the demons he was battling, because I love this man and I saw everything he was capable of. I stayed and trusted. I stayed silent and helped him behind closed doors. I financially supported this man and all the kids off of one income while he was getting clean. I worked extra, paid for his studio time with his music, podcasts, and video shoots. Once he got the job at Vanderpump Paris, I decided to pursue real estate, trusting he was going to support me like I did him. Instead, this man has left me in thousands of dollars of debt and in financial struggle. My family will now need to heal from this pain we have been through publicly and behind closed doors. Ugh. So this was awful, right? I mean, she's listing it all out here. Now, just to kind of backstep, I'm going to break this down. Like, if you're not familiar, if you only watch Beverly Hills and don't know who Raquel is and why she would name drop a Raquel, right? Garcelle'S is a person on a cast member on Vanderpump Rules. Vanderpump Rules has been on for 10 seasons. Or 9 seasons. We're going to actually get the 10th season within the next month. I actually do watch Vanderpump Rules, and I'm thinking about recapping that too. The show has changed significantly from when it started because they lost a lot of cast members and a lot of drama went on and a lot of issues, a lot of stuff went on, okay? But Raquel was with DJ James Kennedy, who was another person on the show. They were engaged. Raquel's been this really meek and like really sweet person, sweet character, if you will. And Raquel's been in all the blogs because they are saying that Raquel was hooking up with Tom Schwartz, which Tom Schwartz was married to Katie Maloney, who was another character on the show. They're getting divorced. And now they're linking Raquel with Oliver, who is also married. So it's like, okay, Raquel, are you going around just trying to hook up with all the married men? But apparently she made out with Oliver, allegedly, and he's hooked up with a bunch of other women at the work. Well, Samantha didn't just leave it at this statement, which I don't know why this was public. This was public because she made this public. Okay, nobody is talking about Oliver's private life. We know who he is because we watch Beverly Hills, but I don't think anybody's looking to see what Oliver is doing, right? Well, she went a step further, you guys. She posted all the DMs, or at least 10 DMs of Oliver and other women. They are so graphic. She even posted the DMs with Raquel, and Raquel's saying like, oh, I wanted to leave my number to you. And he's like, oh, I'm glad, I thought you would maybe leave me your number. You and your family were nice. Because I guess he waited on her and her family. And he's telling her, yeah, I'm in the beginning proceedings. I'm in a separation. I'm in the beginning proceedings of a divorce. And basically just having this open communication with her. Raquel's like, oh, well, I found you in here, so it's nice. We can communicate here, right? Kind of innocent. He tells her he's married, but going through divorce. The other messages, I mean, you've got girls sending him pictures of them in lingerie, videos. We can't obviously play the videos because they've been already played by him. And they are things he's telling these girls, oh, show me yourself. Show me you, doing things to yourself. These girls are saying, oh, I can't wait to see you. I want that. Oh, just use your imagination, you guys. It's nasty. It's like, as a wife to see this, oh man, I was like, whoa, this is like, he would have to leave. Like he would have to leave for his safety, because these messages alone, the intent, the disgustingness behind them is bad. Now, I will say, and I say this as a because he is married, okay? If he's single, Oliver can go through whoever he wants to go through, as many of them. He's a nice looking boy. Do it safely. He is, maybe filling his own. He didn't have maybe the traditional college years. He was involved in things, so he didn't have this experience. So this is new for him. So I get that, but you can't have that when you chose to get married and have 4 children. You have 3 stepchildren and your child. You have 4 kids. These are your children. You can't choose this. And if you don't want to be with your wife anymore, get divorced, get separated officially. But supposedly that's what, that's what's happening. Samantha says they are divorcing. So in these messages, he is telling some of the women that he's separated. Some of the girls, he's not saying that. But, it's no brainer. A lot of married men will say, oh, me and my wife are divorcing. Oh, we're separated. And some women will take that answer. They won't take it a step further for the proof or whatever. They'll just take the word for it. So he might have said that. It doesn't mean that was actually the case at the time, though. Samantha seems very upset. So this doesn't seem like, it seems like now we're divorcing and now we're separated. But when you were sending all these messages, it wasn't the case. One of the girls, because Samantha was communicating with some of the women, one of the girls told her that they last slept together 8 days ago. I mean, just really graphic stuff. Sam is getting into it with the girls too. Some of the girls are like, well, I don't want him. He's your problem now. And she's like, I don't want to meet a girl. Like, it's crazy. So it's sad because she is a mother of 4 who was being a good wife, supporting her husband. I don't think it's fair to say, I supported you while you were going through your addiction. I don't know if that's really bringing that in his face, but I don't think that's fair to say that. But she obviously supported him and held him down and expected the same back. And it's just like that tried and true story. Like, he just didn't deliver it back to her from her point of view. Oliver, from his point, he did post in his story, I'm sorry my baby mama put my business all out there. We're getting divorced. Left it at that. She also mentioned that Garcelle unfollowed her because Garcelle doesn't want her to speak. She wants to silence her. Girl, Garcelle probably unfollowed you because you are bashing her son, rightfully so, but also you're posting these nasty messages that her son was sending where he's sexting and all this stuff through DMs. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see what my son is saying. I'm going to go talk to my son, though. He's going to hear it from me. He's going to hear a lot of things from me, but I don't want to see his messages, okay? So Garcelle did the right thing by unfollowing her. It doesn't mean that's not still a mother of her grandchild. That doesn't mean that she won't have her back. Or that doesn't mean that she's not going to denounce her son's behavior. That's still her son. But that doesn't mean she won't offer Samantha, listen, how can I help you guys? What can I help you do? Do I need to help you guys move out? Do I need to help you get set up? I mean, it's not Garcelle's responsibility, but, if there's something that she can help with and be support to show, my son did this, I don't approve. You're still a mother of my grandkid and my other grandkids. I'm still here for you as much as you want me to be, but I'm not going to be a part of the bash session of my son. Yeah, he ain't shit. I know that. I'm sorry. I think Garcelle could offer her that, okay? But this is so messy, and I do feel bad for Garcelle too, because, she's had quite the week. You just have Jax going through his cyber attack last week. You've got the Real Housewives reunion next week. You've got all this, the Aspen episode, all the drama with the ladies, the passive aggression, the shade, the nastiness. I feel bad for Garcelle. But then on top of that, today we see Garcelle is actually at Vanderpump Paris and she's talking to Lisa Vanderpump. So, and that was the first big news. And it was like, ooh, like she's talking to Lisa, like what's going on? And I'm thinking, oh, she's helping, segue Oliver. No, Lisa was probably telling her, your son is sticking everything and messing up my business. But Lisa is used to that. And if you have watched Vanderpump Rules, that's how these Vanderpump kids get down. So this was juicy. It made it very hard for me to work today. And it was really good gossip. I'm sorry that this woman is in heartache. I feel for anybody who goes through something like this. It's awful. It's nasty. It's just like, you feel so dirty hearing all these things. I just hope he's been safe and she's safe and everybody is like clean. But with that said, what do you guys think? Like, what do you think? Just what do you think about this? Is Oliver a terrible person? Do you think they really were separated? Do you think Samantha should have put all this out there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And on that note, you guys, enjoy your Friday night. I'm going to go ahead and just straight upload this video. No bells and whistles. If you want to check out the post and all the different stuff she did say, Samantha Sanders, go to Instagram or go to any of the Bravo accounts out there, and it's all on there. It's everywhere. It was very juicy. This was the news today. Okay? Until then, see you guys next time.